Hey now everyone, it's Steve Sievers for Bionic Buzz. We're here at Dirty Head, the Orlando Vacation Music Festival here at the Orlando Amphitheater / Fairgrounds that Stage Left put it on. It's so much fun. We got vendors, food, drinks, 2 stages full of music. So let's go see who we can talk to. So before we get into your new music from your greatest hits and how the tour's going, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passions. I wonder where your passion for music came from. A certain album inspired? Something that was natural for you, child? Or was it a certain person or anything?
Well, I got into playing music because of Duddy. Up until then, I was just a fan of music. But I think my passion for music started with, I think, skate videos and skateboarding. You know, like just getting the new skate videos and like finding out what people were going to use for their parts. I was talking about this with my friend. Like that was kind of like skate videos were the first playlists.
That's
like
true.
you would find music through skate videos and be like, what's this? And then you'd go to the record store and you'd buy the CD or whatever. And then we started filming, and then I had to think of what I was going to use for my video part, you know, and it was just like, that's really where like, and it was funny because like there was, depending on what style of music you listen to, it's like you also kind of skated like those other skaters or like pros that you liked or whatever. Like there was the tech kids, and the tech kids always listened to hip hop, and then there was the Hessians, and the Hessians always listened to like Slayer and metal. You know, it was like you knew what kind of skater the person was because of what they were going to choose for their part. And I think like just skating was such a big part of music was such a big part of skating that's where it really was like. You know, I was really passionate about music and skating and buying vinyls and reggae and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy in this digital age that, you know, TV shows get a second life because of digital service. I guess some music gets second life through movies and stuff. But Vacation was the first time, I think, through TikTok that all of a sudden it became another second life on its own. So when did you first find out about this? I think it was a Vacation challenge. Or I don't really follow TikTok really that much myself. You know?
Yeah, I mean, between us and then like on the extreme of it was like you don't read signs. On us was was it Stevie Nicks?
Oh yeah,
right?
the skateboarding, cranberry juice. Well, what song was it? The Fleetwood Mac song, though.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. There you go.
I can't remember the name of the song though. Yeah.
So it's cool because I think there's a lot of songs that are extremely okay, they're not popular yet, but there's a bunch of music out there that's incredible. That's better than what's getting, that was getting forced down your throat on the radio, because radio is being chosen by a small amount of people.
Absolutely.
Program directors, and you had to do shows for free, and you had to do, they would say, oh, you want us to play the song? Okay, yeah, we love the song, but here, you got to go do 5-10 other things that we asked you to do, and you have to do them, and you have to do them for free, or else we're not going to play your song. People aren't getting the best music that way. You know what I'm saying? So streaming nowadays, it's back in the fans' hands, or is finally in the fans' hands. And the song can be 5 years old, like Vacation. The song can be 20 years old, and it can go to the top. And I love that because there's just not this cabal at the top like controlling it.
Well, speaking of Vacation, you just redid it with Train. So how is that? Just a simple phone call? Like, you guys want to collaborate with us, or is it an audition process? I'm curious.
That was brought to us,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean, at this point in our career, we're just like stoked that anybody wants to do anything with our music. We're pretty confident and happy and stoked on where we're at. So if like somebody from a different demographic or somebody from a different style of music wants to come in and jump on something, like, why not? And then Pat, like, when you look at his discography and like the number of hits that guy's made, and just their fan base like around the world is like huge. We're honored. Of course, let's do it. We're not going to say no. And then Vacation just came out of nowhere. I was actually playing Xbox with like my clan, and there's a couple kids that are younger. They're like 21 in college, and one of the kids was like, "Dude, you're trending on TikTok," and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
What game do you play on Xbox?
We were playing Destiny right now,
okay.
but it's kind of a desert right now. We're waiting for new games, but
gotcha.
it was just one of the college kids that I play games with, and he was like, "Yo, you're trending on TikTok," and next thing you know, like, it went gold within like a month, and 4 billion views, and we're stoked. We knew that song was big. Our fans did, because we would play it at the show, and it would be the most popular song. But radio didn't pick it up for some reason.
They're lost, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's just like, cool. We're just gonna put out music, and streaming can do what it can, and people like it.
Speaking of new music, Rage song with Travis Barker, and then you got Amy from Interpreters, and a band I really love.
Yeah.
Talk about, I mean, the song's amazing, and then adding them to it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I got back in the studio with a friend of mine to write a couple songs for the Dirty Heads, because we have a new album coming out actually after The Best of Us. Oh, so cool. I feel like Vacation is why we did The Best of Us. Mm-hmm. So Vacation blew up. We started getting a lot of looks around the rest of the globe, and the label actually came to us and said, hey, we want to do a best of so that all these new fans can come in and kind of have a starting point. And I was like, that's actually really genius. If it wasn't for that, I would say hard no. We're not even close to being done. We're still really young. We don't, a best of just didn't make sense. But when they put it that way, I was like, all right, this is great. But we have to put on 2 new songs. So you gotta have your other fans have something to excite. Exactly. Like our core fans are so important to us, and we understand about the foundation. So then we took a couple songs off. So we had we had a short album anyway, but we were writing, and I heard that hook, and I was like, this is a smash. But also those are very important lyrics. Those are very personal lyrics. Yeah, my dad's still in my life. Duddy's dad's still in his life. Our pops is our killer dudes, they've been around, so I'm not comfortable going up and singing about that. I love the Rage part. I love the rest of it. I understand with getting sober and all these other things, I can connect to it, but just that dad line, I was like, I can't personally feel I can't go up and do that every night without or not. I can do it every night live, but like I just don't feel like that should be me. And within 5 minutes I was like, Amy, this is Amy right here. It just popped in my head. I was like, dude, Amy would crush this. And then we used the splice pack for Travis Barker's drums. And I was like, well, Amy and Kevin from the Interrupters are good buddies with Travis, and we have other friends that are friends with Travis. We just never came into contact. And I'm like, I'm just gonna ask them if they can hit up Travis. And within was this during the pandemic? You had to communicate through Zoom and stuff. Kind of the end, yeah. And I mean, it was just a text. I literally heard the hook, text Amy, and then or text Kevin from the Interrupters, and then they hit me up. I think we FaceTimed, and then I asked him about Travis, and that night Travis was in. All within the day. So the music video is the first time you got to see him or meet him face to face? No, we went in cross paths. We actually asked asked him to finish producing it out after we wanted him to get on the drums. So we actually got him to go to his studio, and because it was just a hook at that point, and me and Daddy wrote in our verses. And then Kevin wrote the music for the bridge, so there was still work done. I mean, work to be done. So we got in there, and me, Travis, Amy, Kevin, and Duddy all just kind of sat there and wrote the bridge, and just vibed out and got to know each other. It was super, super cool. And Travis is a great guy. I've got to read him once. It was awesome. Such a legend, and he has every right to just be as cool as he wants. Yeah, exactly. But he was just a really good dude. Mm-hmm. So we have something a little bit in common. We're both supporters of the Music Saves Lives charity of Russell. I've actually volunteered, did some animation and comic books for the charity, and you've actually collaborated with his son, who's in Unlikely Candidates. Talk about putting that was a long time ago, actually. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was another one where we have we can have these songs come out of left field just because we're in the studio at the time. Mm-hmm. We just heard this song that he had written. And I was like, dude, we could put some verses on this and it'd be pretty dope, And his voice is that kid's got pipes, So we did a song with him, and we were stoked. He was a good guy. I think we actually did a little run with him, and they're became friends, and now they're just homies. I think that was 2017. I can't remember. It was a long time. I have no idea. Yeah. So you mentioned, I was going to ask what's coming up next, but you guys are working on a new album, right? Do you have a tentative date, maybe I assume next year, because you're touring from now to the end of the year? Yeah, I would hopefully, it would make sense to put it out next summer. Mm-hmm. I'd say we have, I don't have to guess. We have, now that we took Rage and Headspace and put them on the Best of Us, we have Best of Us, that's our song, the Best of. Now that we put it on the Best of, we have 9 done songs, and they're fucking so dope, and we can't wait for people to hear them. So we'll probably go back in and do 2 or 3 more. All right. While we're over Christmas and when we're off in the wintertime, and probably hopefully put it out in the summertime. All right, man. Thank you so much, man. Everyone, check out the tour. In the meantime, dirtyheads.com and the Best of and the new songs. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Of course. There you have it, fellas. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because we got some great content coming later this year. And feel free to share the video on social media. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much.